So, good afternoon. I'm Gordon Paisley. I'm from Chicago, Illinois, and I worked in the corporate world and government roles for over 30 years, and I'm excited to be here in Kosovo with Global Leadership Partners to speak with you today. I absolutely believe that a leader can be made because really none of us are born with any skills. None of us is born knowing how to play a musical instrument or even walk or talk. So we have to learn leadership just like we learn anything else. Some people may be faster learners and may learn things more effectively than others, but it's something that all of us can learn. I think one of the most important things is to recognize what is the decision that actually has to be made in the first place. Sometimes it's a choice between two alternatives. Either one could be acceptable. Other times it might be a decision to resolve a conflict that's going on between people. And so understanding all of the key inputs to those decisions is really important. And then once you have enough information, really looking at that against the principles and things that are really, truly important to you and the organization that you're leading and the people affected by your decision is how I make a decision. Is not just what's in it for me or just what's in it for the organization, but recognizing that it affects more people than I might originally even think. I think on a project I was on most recently, we were given a very broad mission of improving part of our business process without actually deciding even what that end looked like. So one of the things that we had to do as a team was get together with our experts to figure out, well, given the time horizon that we have and the budget that we have, how much can we even affect this? And so we recognized very quickly how the process worked and realized that there were only certain options that we were even able to pursue. And so we chose the ones that we felt, as I said, were going to be most effective in achieving that goal and affecting people in a responsible way, and then pursue that decision and then let our project sponsors understand this is why we chose that and why we felt that was the best way to achieve the ultimate goal. Yeah, conflict is inevitable in any organization where there's more than two people, because anytime there are two people, there's going to be differences of some kind. It may be small or large. I think one of the things to always remember in a conflict is that while we tend to get very emotional when we see a disagreement in things, that we have to remember that most of us are coming into our work or our projects seeking to do a good job. That very seldom is someone actively trying to sabotage the work that we're doing. They just have a way of getting to the goal that's different than we do. And so I think being able to recognize that calmly and understand a little bit more of why someone's taking a different approach, they may actually have a better idea than I do. So by taking time, we can perhaps come up with a better solution, or if I really believe that their solution isn't going to work, then we need to spend some time working on that together, because if they're not fully invested and feel like at least their alternative has been heard, we're not going to be able to get very far. So we all have to be able to feel that we're heard, understood, and then we can agree on a solution and work on that together. You know, I believe that ultimately leadership is about people. It's easy to get caught up in the things and getting things done, but I think it's very important for a leader to recognize that their role is really to serve the team that they have, rather than being the boss or being the one that's out in charge and telling people what to do, that it's really about helping their team get to that end goal, whatever that goal may be, and really acting as a servant to their people rather than a boss or someone that's very top down. I think first of all, a leader has to recognize the value of the people that are on their team and recognize that each of those people, whatever their background is, whatever their story is, that they are unique and they have value themselves and they deserve to be treated with respect because of that. I think it's also important to have a commitment to the organization that you're leading, whether that's in a business or on a school team or an athletic team, that there's an organizational commitment. And then really having a foundation of what is truly important and recognize what are the principles you have as a leader that you simply won't compromise on. Even if it feels like you have to compromise to get something done, that you will just have a bedrock level of commitment to a certain standard. And I think the people that are following you will respect that. And even if sometimes it might feel like you're giving something up, ultimately you're winning that way. That's a great question. I think that any organization needs leaders, and whether a role is actually titled as a leader or not really doesn't matter. Anyone can be a leader by leading, by taking the initiative to help identify what the problems are that the team needs to solve, and by helping their teammates work towards that and removing obstacles that may be outside the organization. Just showing those leadership traits are the kinds of things that good leaders higher in the organization will see and want to bring that person into a role. Also, many organizations need people to do lots of things, again, even if they're not identified. And so simply raising your hand to volunteer to take on any activity in an organization is a great way to learn and build those leadership skills and have an opportunity to be recognized as a leader. I believe that the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People is a fantastic place to start. It's a way of understanding yourself and your relationship to other people in a way that's very unique and really sets a solid foundation for a growing leader.